YouTube, this is Vargas, recording still out of Limbo and in the Vargas Vault, the real Vargas Vault, not the version that was in Limbo. I'm still trying to get everything together. I need to confront Macabro. But ever since I've been out in Limbo, I have been acquiring stuff. And since I don't want to leave you guys out of the loop, as you might say, I want to share with you the stuff that I've gotten since coming out of Limbo. I shared a couple of movies last time, but I wanted to share some other stuff that have found their way into the vault. And I'm going to start with some wrestling masks. I found this small Rey Mysterio mask. This is a WWE official Rey Mysterio mask made from this flimsy, well, it's not flimsy because it's actually pretty thick kind of plastic. What is flimsy is the straps. It's quite possibly the flimsiest straps I've ever seen because they stretch out really bad. They were already stretched out, but they were even worse since I bought them. And this thing goes like that, and there you go. You know, it's a Rey Mysterio mask. It's not as cool as the fabric masks that I've gotten, but I saw it. It was cheap. It's relatively cool. It's obviously kid size, but the thing that sucks is the straps. I mean, I've put it on twice, and the straps are already like gone. They're not that that good. So I don't know. Maybe I can figure out a way to change the straps or put something else on it. But I thought it was a pretty cool mask, nonetheless. My mother went to Mexico City, and she brought my mom and one of my uncles sent my way some masks from Mexico City. These are the cool type of masks, because I collect, you know, the foam kind of masks and the fabric masks, and these are really good quality fabric masks. And the first one that I have here is Mystico, but in his patriotic colors. And I like these type of color variants because they represent the Mexican flag with your green, your white, and your reds, which is always cool. Mystico was basically a game changer in the wrestling world. He came in and he revitalized wrestling, luchador wrestling, for a lot of people. He was such a big deal that he went to WWE and premiered there as Sin Cara, as he couldn't take the Mystico name because the Mystico name belonged to CMLL. So he went to WWE and he became Sin Cara, and he had some problems because he didn't want to learn the language. He was adamant not wanting to learn English, which is stupid. In my opinion, if you're going to work in the U.S. in a sport that requires communication, you have to learn the language, and he didn't want to do it, so he left WWE. He wasn't as spectacular as he was in CMLL. Came back to Mexico, and he didn't want to go back to CMLL, so he went to AAA, and he created the persona of, what was this? Mysticis, I think it was. With a horrible mask. It had like a cross, but the button part of the mask made it look like an anteater. Just horrible design. And he left AAA and went back to CMLL, but CMLL owns the right to Mystico, so he had to call himself Caristico. And I already have a Caristico mask, but I was missing a Mystico mask, and this is a really cool one that they sent. Goes in like this. And Mystico wears contact lenses, so it gives him a really cool look. There's actually two Mysticos. The original Mystico that goes by the name of Caristico, and the Mystico replacement that CMLL has put out there. So there's technically two Mysticos running around. But I like it. It's made of fabric, so it doesn't get hot. It's very cool. Cool in the sense it's obviously cool to me, but it's also cool that I don't feel it overheats as much as the foam masks that I bought. And it has, instead of being tied from the back, you have this really cool logo, and it has like a stretchy fabric here, so you can put it on. So really cool. Also, because this is the Patriot variant, and they got me the original variant, which is white with gold on the design. But unfortunately, my mom left that one in Mexico City, and my uncle's gonna ship it to me. But they also got for me, bless them, a Caristico mask. I already have a Caristico mask. It's the black one I've showed before, black one with the red design. This one is more colorful. It's more like an alebrije kind of mask with his design. Same thing. Has stretchy fabric. It's a little. There we go. It's a little lighter. The fabric is a little lighter than this one. This one feels a lot thicker, but this one's a little lighter, and I like the design quite a bit. It has like these really cool markings, and of course the Caristico mask, which has the cross, has the kind of like eagle eyes here, and the Mystico design, because he still keeps that in his mask design. So really cool. I like it. Like it a lot. Two really well, three with the Rey Mysterio mask, but three really cool additions to the Luchador mask collection. I haven't gotten as many Luchador masks as I used to. Not because I don't want to, because you know, reasons. But super grateful that my uncle and my mom were able to get me those, and I still have one more on the way. Eventually, whenever my uncle can, he's gonna send me the Mystico, the original Mystico design mask somewhere down the line. Took our daughter to SeaWorld, and we were able to catch the fireworks. During summer, they have fireworks before they close the park. And my daughter really liked the fireworks, so I got her this SeaWorld hat. And if I can find the little switch thing. There we go. Turn on the little switch, and the thing lights up. Different colors. There we go. It has little LEDs, and they light up to represent the fireworks that SeaWorld had when we went there. And my daughter, that was her first time seeing fireworks. I was actually kind of scared that she would freak out with the fireworks, because you know, she'd never seen fireworks before, and they're loud and colorful. But thankfully, she's watched Coco enough times, and Coco has fireworks, that I think that helped for her not to get super scared. So she was amazed with the fireworks. So when she saw the hat and she saw it lit up like the fireworks, she even said, "Look at fireworks!" And so I bought it. It was on sale too, so it's a nice reminder for my daughter. Haven't done this in a while. Well, before I got stuck in Limbo, I haven't actually picked up any video games, but I was able to find some video games, retro stuff mostly, but I picked up for the PlayStation 1 Gran Turismo. This is a realistic racing type of game. Big deal when it came out. It's still a big deal for the Sony console. Each new version that comes out pushes the realism as much as they can. Weird that it's a thick jewel case, but it only houses one disc. Usually this is reserved for 2 or 3 discs games, but it's only a 1 disc. And inside of that, Spyro Ripto's Rage was in there, also for the PlayStation 1. I think this is the second Spyro game. I really like the Spyro games. They were made by Insomniac, who did Ratchet & Clank, and then did what was that name? They did crap, I can't remember. They did a really good, really cool shooting game for the PlayStation 3. Resistance, Fall of Man. That's what they did. So yeah, I really like that a lot. So I like Insomniac, and I actually want to get the first Spyro game. For the PSP, not as retro, but the PSP has been discontinued in favor of the PS Vita. But picked up Warhammer 4000 Squad Command. It's a turn-based RPG combat game. Haven't played it. And for the Wii, again, not retro, but the Wii's older. It's 2 generations ago. Lego Lord of the Rings. I like the Lego games. I don't own as many Lego games as I wish I did, but I'm working on that. And I like the Lord of the Rings, so this was pretty cool. This one, this version of Lego Lord of the Rings is supposed to come with the DVD for the movie Fellowship of the Ring. But of course, since I bought this one used, it comes with Lego Lord of the Rings, and it comes with another game called Little King's Story by Exceed. But I haven't tried it out. But this thing, unfortunately, is really, really scratched up. I mean, really, really scratched up. I won't even come out. Oh, there you go. Like, really bad. I haven't put it in the Wii, see if it plays. I don't know if I'll be able to polish it and get it to work. Hopefully I will. But it doesn't come with the Lord of the Rings DVD, which is okay because I already own the Lord of the Rings movie in DVD and the extended format. So, last thing I'm going to talk about before I make a really long video is some CDs. I bought some music CDs. I got some music CDs for Father's Day. So, first one I picked up is this one, Sounds of the 70s, 1978. Bought this because that's the year of my birthday. I was born in 1978. And it has a bunch of songs that were the top hits of that year. Standouts is We Are the Champions by Queen. So that's pretty awesome. So I bought this, because it's my birthday year. And they have a couple more. I was researching this online. Time Life Music released this, and they have a couple of CDs for each year of the 70s. Picked up because I thought it was something else, but it's not. I picked up music from the James Bond movies. Movie Freak Bazaar actually had this, and I like the James Bond movies. I like some of the songs, but this one it's not what I thought. I thought it was the original songs in CD form, but it's actually the songs interpreted by an orchestra. Oh, it has something weird in there. I have to clean that up. But it has songs from an orchestra. So it's just this orchestra playing the James Bond music, not the actual James Bond music from the movies. Need to work on my Guns N' Roses collection. And I was able to get Guns N' Roses Use Your Illusion #1, which is cool. Has Live and Let Die, and November Rain, which is an amazing song. I love this one. And I need to get Use Your Illusion 2, because if memory serves me right, that's the one that has Welcome to the Jungle. So, yeah. Picked up disc 2, also from Movie Freak Bazaar, of Fantasia. There's 2 discs of Fantasia, but this one has the song that I wanted, which is A Night on Bald Mountain, which is the animation where that demon thing pops up. So, bought it for that. Picked up the soundtrack of Frozen, which I know the camera won't pick up because of the glare, but it has this really cool metallic look on the cover there. My daughter likes Frozen, so I'll need to get the Moana soundtrack. Picked up the soundtrack for Live in Las Vegas. It's the one Nicolas Cage movie that I've been actively hunting for and haven't been able to get, but I got the soundtrack for Live in Las Vegas. It bugs me that I don't own that movie, because that's the one that got him his Oscar. For Father's Day, my beautiful wife and daughter got me... I'm a big fan of Queen. Queen is one of my favorite bands. Metallica, Guns N' Roses, and Queen. And I don't own any Queen CDs, unfortunately, because I've been wanting to get this version, and my wife and daughter got it for me. So they got for me the Queen Greatest Hits Platinum Edition, which has Greatest Hits 1, 2, and 3. So you got all the good stuff here: Bohemian Rhapsody, Another One Bites the Dust, Killer Queen, We Are the Champions, We Will Rock You, Princess of the Universe, Another One Bites the Dust, and Under Pressure with David Bowie. So I like Queen. I love Queen a lot, and this has all their greatest hits. So finally have this, and I'm super grateful to my beautiful wife and daughter. Picked up a James Bond soundtrack, Tomorrow Never Dies. Don't like the James Bond main song for this. I like the World Is Not Enough that was recorded by Garbage. I want to get that one, but you know, it is what it is. From Movie Freak Bazaar, I got the Megadeth anthology, Set the World Afire. Has 2 discs. It has some of their greatest hits. I want to add Megadeth to my collection since I'm almost done with Metallica. I'm obviously more of a Metallica fan, but I do want to get some more Megadeth into my collection. So that I feel that's a good place to start. Also added Rob Zombie's Educate Horses. Picked up for my wife, Michael Bublé, Caught in the Act, which is a live concert that he did. This one has the CD and the DVD. Picked up a Disney Spectacular. Music from Disney movies played by an orchestra, much like that James Bond CD I bought. Picked this one up just because it's not the soundtrack of the video game. It's actually music that was composed for the book Shadows of the Empire. But I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so I had to pick it up. And this is the soundtrack for the book Star Wars Shadows of the Empire. I think maybe they used some of these for the N64 video game, but don't quote me on that. But it's Star Wars. Picked up the Crystal Method Vegas. I like the Crystal Method. I own the second CD. I think this is the first one, if memory serves me right. So, pretty awesome. This one I picked up because I started listening to some of the songs, and I thought it was pretty rockin', but this is Posthuman by Boyd. It's an electric industrial kind of beat it has. Picked this one up because it was there with Movie Freak Bazaar, and this is Animaniacs. I love Animaniacs, Tiny Toon, Animaniacs, Pinky and the Brain, Freakazoid. That whole series of cartoons was awesome. And this one has 16 original songs from the hit TV series. And there's like 4 of these, but this is the first one that came out, so super happy about that. Also, been looking for this one for a very, very long time. Finally added it to the collection, and this is Korn Issues. I've had a hell of a time getting this CD, and this is one of the variant covers that were released. But I like Korn pretty good. Their earlier music was better than their most recent stuff. But this one is the one that I've had the most trouble tracking down. Movie Freak Bazaar. Because Movie Freak Bazaar gets it, but every time he posted it online, they would always snatch it up. This time I was lucky enough to get it, and it's mine now. And super happy about that. And the last CD I picked up is Shakira. Pies Descalzos. And this might surprise you, but this is Shakira with black hair. Back when Shakira had writing talent. I joke about that a lot with my wife, that Shakira, when she had black hair and she was a little bit more indie, actually wrote music. But ever since she bleached her hair blonde, she doesn't write music anymore. She writes repetitive, nonsensical gibberish. And that's not the Shakira that I would listen to. So I want to get her earlier stuff, because her earlier stuff is way better than the nonsensical gibberish that she's pumping out nowadays. But yeah, that was I had tried to make it as quick as I could, relatively speaking. But I like talking about wrestling and the history of those masks. But cool masks, video games, which I haven't bought video games in how many months. And some really cool soundtracks. I try to recommend the standout things of any particular haul, and I'm going to go with Korn Issues. I really like this CD. It's really awesome. Has really nice music. And of course, I'm going to go with Queen, the 3-disc Greatest Hits Platinum Edition. I love Queen, and now I have their greatest hits, so super happy about that, and super grateful to my wife. So, thanks so much for watching, guys. I'm under the radar. The cloak of the Power Rings is giving me some time to record, and I have a couple more pickups to share with you, so I'll watch you in a little bit. I just need to do stuff. Magic. Until I see you again in a moment, take care, guys.